Hello, beloved. Welcome to our channel, where we grow closer to Jesus every day. If you love learning how to strengthen your faith and deepen your prayer life, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a blessing.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something pretty deep. It's a spiritual idea that takes some of life's biggest, most frustrating struggles and flips them on their head. What if they aren't failures at all, but signs that you're on a very, very specific path? So let's just start with a question, and this one might hit close to home. Have you ever felt this deep sense of power inside you, but when you look at your life, you're just completely alone? Or maybe it's this one. You know you're talented, you've got skills, you're not afraid to work hard, but you're constantly broke. It's like financial stability is always just out of reach, almost like you're playing a totally different game than everybody else. Okay, so if either of those sound familiar, and I mean really familiar, then the idea we're exploring today says you're not failing. Not at all. It suggests you might just be on this really specific, really challenging path. The path of what's called the chosen one. All right, let's really get into this. This is what we're calling the chosen one's paradox. It's all about that massive, super frustrating gap between your inner world and your outer reality. You know, between who you know you are and what your life actually looks like. And here it is, laid out, plain and simple. On the inside, you've got this inner light, right? You feel gifted, spiritually tuned in, powerful. But then you look at your outer world, and it's a whole different story. You're isolated, people just don't get you, and you're always, always struggling with money. It's a total mismatch. So let's tackle that first big struggle, being alone. But this isn't about being abandoned. This framework gives a spiritual reason for your solitude. And it's not because there's something wrong with you. Nope. It's about something much, much deeper. It all comes down to energy. Yeah, so the idea here is that your loneliness isn't some kind of cosmic punishment. It's actually a direct result of what's called your vibrational energy. Think of it like a spiritual frequency. And if you're on this path, yours is uniquely high. And that high frequency, well, it tends to expose truths, which can make things tricky. To really get this, there's this great analogy. Just imagine someone who's spent their whole life in a dimly lit room. You know, they're comfortable there. The shadows are their normal. And then you walk in, and you're carrying this incredibly bright light. Your energy, your very presence just illuminates everything in that room. Suddenly, nothing is hidden. But here's the catch, right? Your light doesn't just show off the beautiful things. It also reveals all the dust, all the mess, all the clutter they'd really rather just ignore. Your light brings to the surface all the stuff they're not ready to deal with. So what does this mean? It means your very presence acts like a mirror for other people. It shows them things about themselves that, frankly, they might not be prepared to face. So when they pull away, it's often not about you. It's about them not being ready to look in that mirror. And that is why this solitude is seen as a total necessity. It's you protecting yourself from that constant energy drain. It's a critical time for you to heal your own emotional wounds. It's space to get closer to the divine. It's basically a spiritual boot camp to get you ready for your real purpose. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk about the other side of this paradox, wealth, or more like the lack of it. It's all about why your finances just don't seem to reflect your worth. The core idea here, it's an energetic misalignment. So think about society's typical path to wealth. What is it? It's climbing the corporate ladder, right? It's all about profit, materialism, and chasing that conventional idea of status. The whole system is built around just getting more stuff. But your path to abundance, it's totally different. It's guided by things like a higher purpose, creating value through service or art, prioritizing your own authenticity and spiritual growth, and having trust. These two paths are basically on opposite teams, which is why those traditional ways of making money probably feel empty and just don't work for you. So what this means is that your financial struggle isn't a sign you're failing. It's actually a test of faith. It's a way to force you to strengthen your trust in something bigger, to lean on divine provision instead of just a paycheck. And there's another layer to this. This tough time is actually designed to bring all your financial blocks right to the surface. We're talking about acknowledging limiting beliefs you have about money, recognizing patterns of lack passed down through your family, and even confronting old financial traumas. This is your chance to break that cycle for good and finally align with real abundance.
Okay, so if the loneliness and the money problems aren't failures, then what are they? What's the whole point? Well, this is where it all comes together. Your challenges are your preparation. You're being forged in this struggle.
There's one last really powerful metaphor that sums this whole thing up. I want you to think of this time in your life as your cocoon stage. See, it's not a punishment, it's not forever. It's a temporary but absolutely essential process, preparing you to emerge as who you're truly meant to be. The universe is aligning everything in your life right now, so that when the time is right, you will be ready to step into your destiny. Every single challenge, every lonely night, every financial worry, it's all shaping you, honing your gifts, and getting you ready. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that your loneliness and your financial struggles, they aren't your identity. They are your training ground. This isn't a sign that you're lost. It's proof that you're being chosen for something so much bigger.
And that leaves us with one final big question for you to think about. If all of your struggles really are just your preparation, then what in the world are you being prepared for?
Thank you for watching. If you or someone you know needs prayer, send us an email. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for daily blessings.